Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am Ashley. I'm a homeschooling mom with 7 kiddos. Our oldest is in middle school, 7th grade, and all the way down to a year. So I realized when I was editing the other day that I have not done a 4th grade update for homeschool. I tend to sometimes focus on like the I don't know, it's not more significant. That's not the word I'm looking for, but like, the kids that are starting to read, that are really like, learning those building blocks of things. And then along with like middle school, which is like an area that I don't think people talk about very much, just because, I don't know, maybe they think it's boring. um, but I forget to focus on the middle elementary years. And those are absolutely as significant as the others because you are getting them ready for these kind of new way of thinking in middle school, um, a little bit more independent, although both my older kids are pretty independent. But maybe building on those elementary things that they've learned and taking it to the next level. Things that my 7th grader does, my 4th grader will be doing that pretty soon. So I say soon, it'll be here in a minute. But I wanted to go over kind of how she's doing in 4th grade, what I have, anything that I've noticed, anything that I think I'm going to change, etc. Now she's pretty much the same as my 7th grader as it relates to the curriculum choices that we have, the curriculum companies, and with the exception of math. Math, we use The Good and the Beautiful for her. She likes it. She enjoys it, but sometimes, and I've mentioned this before, she gets caught up in finishing and wanting to do everything in that lesson, as it relates to like the review part. And I've also said before that I kind of nitpick, because if there's a lot of review and my kid knows how to do it, I'm not going to sit there and make them do 20 different problems if they've shown me and proven to me that they know how to do it. I use that kind of mentality a lot with middle school because middle school is so much more in depth as far as math is concerned, as far as somewhat language arts is concerned. And so especially with math, if you show me that you know how to do it, or if you get to a problem that stumps you, then let me know. And I get that a lot with my middle schooler, and that's okay because I enjoy doing that. I enjoy helping him with that. But The Good and the Beautiful is what we use for math, and I like it. She likes it, but I wish it was a little bit less reviewy after the lesson. And like I said, I keep telling her, it's fine if you understand it and you know it, move past it. Like you've checked that box, you know what to do. But she's very particular and kind of type A, like me, and will feel like she's not finishing the lesson if she does not finish that review part. And so I've kind of struggled with that. So I think I might, I know she enjoys the curriculum. She enjoys kind of the layout and the how they teach it, and the fact that you can go onto the little app or scan the code and it'll explain things to you, and then if she has an issue she can come to me. But I want to look at maybe other options and see if maybe one works a better fit for her, because I want her to feel like she's finishing it, but I don't want her to be so hung up on finishing every single problem in the review of every single chapter if she already knows how to do it. And so that's kind of been a struggle. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit of research. We have done Horizons before. It's colorful, but again, it was one of those things that it was just kind of tedious. I felt like they had a lot, and it wasn't even just like review. It was the actual problems from the lesson, there was just so much, and there wasn't really any interaction. It was dry, which of course she's going to have to kind of get used to, because Matthew C, which my older kiddo does, is dry, but it gets the point across and you learn how to do it, and that's it. That's the whole point of it. But I want her to have fun with it, and so she enjoys those kind of interactive curriculums and having a little bit more fun with it. So I've kind of got to do my research. I might stick with the Good and the Beautiful, and it might be fine. The 5th grade, it might be better, but we'll see. I'm not sure. So that is math. Language arts, she enjoys. There are some things that it's more of a Charlotte Mason type. She uses the Good and the Beautiful for that as well. It's more of a Charlotte Mason type curriculum, and but still not so fluffy. I mean, there's stuff that she enjoys. Now, the language arts, they have just redone, and actually the 5th grade was the one that just came out. I have not purchased it yet. You can actually get it for free, I believe, on their website now, is what their new thing is. But I like to have the physical copy, so I will order it regardless. But I think they've changed some things to make it easier, to make it more user-friendly. So I think we'll probably stick with that. She enjoys the extra stuff. She enjoys the art that's mixed in. She just, being kind of a perfectionist, she has to do it just right. And I'm like, that's not the point of this. The point is to expose you to different things, to different forms of art, etc., mixed into this curriculum. Just do it and don't worry about it being perfect. That's hard. That's hard to tell her. So I think we will stick with that. Just she's got to kind of let go of that perfectionist mentality, which is not going to happen anytime soon, but oh well. For spelling, we use Evan Moore Spelling for my older kids, and she is actually on the 6th grade. So I'm not positive on spelling. I need to do some research on that and see, are we done with spelling? Are we going to keep on doing spelling? I really like Evan Moore, and I just need to see if that's something that I want to keep doing, or, I mean, you can never do spelling curriculums too much, but I also don't want to just do it just to fill it in because I feel like she has to do it. If she's a good speller, she's a good speller, and we just leave it at that. So that is that. Science and history. I really enjoy the Studies Weekly that we have used this year. I haven't been as diligent about it. It's Texas history, which is something that my 7th grader would be learning also in school. And so I have combined those two, and we have just kind of learned together. And that's fun because it's like the newspaper articles. I will link the video where I kind of did a flip through on that. But I'm not sure. I need to see what she would be doing in public school for 5th grade. That is how I base my history or social studies curriculum. I look at what they would be doing in school on the website, like the district website, and I go off of that because I think that's important. I don't just want to do this willy-nilly history. I want them to know what they would be doing in public school. And I know that's kind of weird. That might sound weird as a homeschooler, but I want them to kind of have that covered. And I feel like it's a good way for me to keep track of what they are learning and what time periods they are learning, and make sure I get it all covered because, within the time frame of upper elementary through high school, they have it listed out. And so you get through everything. You get through all these time periods, and that way I don't have to sit and think, did we already do this? Is this something that we're going to do next year to prepare for it? I just have it all laid out for me, basically. So that is how I do history. I have not looked to see what she would be doing in 5th grade, so I need to check that out. And so that might be a separation between my incoming 8th grader and my incoming 5th grader, whereas we did it together. Now, by all means, if you do history together, that's totally fine. That is an option. You can just say, we are all going to learn this year about, this particular time period, and you just learn it. But then I feel like I want to make sure that I have all my ducks in a row and make sure everything is kind of checked off, that they've learned everything as we've gone. So that is that. I just wanted to kind of give an update because I realized I had not with my 4th grader. And I will be looking more closely as we get closer to summer for what we are going to be using and what changes I need to make. And I will make a video on that when I decide what changes we need to make and then what we end up choosing for that. So let me know if you have any questions down below, if you have a 4th grader, incoming 5th grader, or if you have a 5th grader and what you use and what you like. Anyway, let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.